Remember not to use your toolbox as a workbench on the drawers. That's what happens. You bend the rails. Snap-on warranty dip, but I didn't give them the part number of the slide, so they sent me what they thought was right. And let me tell you, them babies are heavy duty compared to the ones I had. These are like, God, I don't even know how much thicker they are, but they're a lot thicker. When I put them on, I couldn't even close my drawer. So yeah, so add that to the list to do things. I just sent the message to Snap-on, gave them the part numbers I needed so I can get the right stuff. On to the next thing. Alright, good deal. Guess what we got here? Rims. Video them all cleaned up, but I have no idea what happened to it. So we went from having rims, having them e-coated, which I had a video of that, no idea what happened to it, to this. It's done. He actually has one more. It's got a big spot in it and he's fixing that Monday. So let me get these out and see what they look like. Okay, we got that piece cut out of here. Got a little piece out of that. That thing focuses right away, imagine that. Alright, anyways, yeah, I got that little piece on there. Once I get that welded on, then I'll notch it out. We'll go from there. Happy Saturday! What we got going on today? I'm gonna weld up Ernie's shield. Oh, look at this. Paper thin. And it's focusing. Oh my god. Paper thin. This ought to be a treat. Let's see how bad we can mess this up. What the fuck? Brand new damn helmet, the battery's dead. You gotta be shitting me. I'm not too impressed with this Miller helmet, I'll tell you. Randy, can I have my other one back? Maybe I'll send you this brand new one instead. At least that one worked. Well, glad I bought this helmet. So much for welding with a helmet. Yeah, it looks like shit right now, but hey, I didn't blow it apart. And this is what it looks like metal finished. I'm not going to go any more than that because that metal's too thin. So I got it marked out. Let's get the holes drilled. A little long here, press kicked in, but that's what it looks like. All right, working on the 40-20 here. And I don't know why, but he decided to put the seat on it. Since my welder took a crap, or I shouldn't say the welder, the welding helmet, I decided to work on the seat. I had two seats over here. I don't know if you remember seeing them in the video, but there's one for my son's 214, so I took all the crap off of that, threw it away, and then I started working on this one and getting the seat brackets mounted on. I just got a tack because I can't really weld it without a helmet. It'll look like crap. But now I gotta go with Lonnie and get a piece of 1x1 20 inches long so I can go across the front here. And what my plan is just put a little lip on here so I can put a bolt in it. Same thing on that side. And 2 bolts in the back. And that way that seat can come on and off so I can get the belt cover off. That's where I'm at on that. And I also got this resanded, repainted. And if you go back in the videos, you can see it wasn't too pretty. It's a lot better now, but I don't know why I got so much dust in the paint. I wiped it all off, and it's, I don't know, I think because it was the end of the can of the paint. And I just sealed these in black because you'll never see them on the underside. So I'm letting them cure out. Then that's got to be white. And that's for Ernie's deck over there. Ew, look at that. Oh my God, it zooms in and you can see it. Gotta love it. All right, over to Lonnie's house. Well, happy Sunday morning. Working on the seat brackets. Maybe. That's what that turned out like. There you go, seat brackets. Too bad I ain't got my welding helmet. Well, I got a little carried away and wasn't recording. So I blew the seat apart, the brackets, all that stuff, because that's pretty much done now. I tapped this out for the seat to come in. That's all tapped out. That's the nut there. Seat's off the bracket, obviously. I have this one sanded and I got the one side painted. So I'm waiting for that to cure up. And then I'll paint the other side. And right now I took the weights off. I'm gonna pop the tires off and I gotta put a wire out tube underneath there. Okay, I got that tire off. Obviously this is where the light goes. And I'm gonna put a wire out tube from this hole here. This hole runs through that tube right there, down underneath there, and I can run the wiring through there. So I just need to run from here to there so this wires can't hang down. There you go, 2 wire out tubes. There you go, that's what that looks like. Now it's the other side. I only tacked it on, it ain't gonna go anywhere. Helps turn the gas on though. That one probably looks like crap. I didn't have the gas on. Thank God it's on the underside. Alright, there you go. That finishes this side up. Well, come on, don't focus on the tire. There you go. So that'll take care of that. Now I gotta figure out where I want to go with this light. So I got the wiring ran for that. I don't know if I want it up here or I don't know. Not sure. I don't want it there because it ain't gonna look nice. Maybe we won't get one at all. Maybe I'll drill 2 more holes right above these. Maybe put one up here and put 5 white ones in there, and that'll be my work lights. Okay, I'm gonna utilize the old seat bracket holes, which are right there and right there. I just pounded it all the way to the back. And let me tell you, and I mean pound. Got that hole drilled out in the center there. So I'm gonna fit a 3/8. Put that right there. And I can tip it down a little bit and move it up, and I can tip it down all I want, and that'll light up the plow area. I think that'll be good. It'll be centered. And I just got to drill a hole in the frame to get the wiring underneath the tractor. Okay, I got that drilled out. I have to take a deburring tool now to it. Got it drilled out for a grommet. That'll snap in once it's painted, and the wiring can run through there. On to the next thing. Okay, I got the back end buttoned up. Can't even talk. But yeah, so what I did is I filled the holes. Filled that hole where the seat bracket was, because I don't know, I thought about putting a bolt and washer over to hide the hole, but then I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to fill them. Filled that. Filled this one partially. Still can get the bolt through it. I just ran a tap through it, cleaned it out. Filled them 2 holes in. Filled these 2 holes in. And that'll give it a nice look back there, nice and clean once it's painted. So the wiring for these 2, I'll run through that hole down there. Same thing on that side. And that'll button up the lights, whether I want to put more in the back or just leave it at them 2. I don't know yet. That I can do anytime. So I think that buttons up the back end onto the front. All right, working on the front end again. This here, it's pretty raunchy. Let me get a light here and show you. Well, I was going to weld that in and put a gap in there and make it so nice and tight. I don't know if that really worked that good. Let me put a light behind it once. Put a light behind it. Look at a gap on it. That's just going to be too much work. Plus, hang on a second. This shit one-handed sucks. This hole here is almost twice the size it's supposed to be, oblong. So this piece is pretty much garbage. And went from that to that. So obviously you can't tell the difference much, but this one's a lot cleaner cut. I don't have to fix the hole. Let me throw it in and show you what it looks like. And it went to this. Much nicer, much cleaner. Cool beans. Well, I was going to quit for today. I backed that up. I really like how that turned out. I showed you that. Then I thought, you know what? I got everything out of the way, everything covered up. I might as well paint this, and it turned out really good. So then I had tape all over that leg. Well, all the tape was stuck to the part, so I ended up cleaning it all off, and I just put a coat of paint on it. That's it for Sunday. Be sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. Next we'll be adding the screen to this side of the tractor. So if I change that pulley there, get that changed out so I can tuck it in. And then I got to put this screen on here. I got this screen right here that goes on that side then, right here. So you see how that looks like. And that'll tie that all together. So once I get the screen done, that pretty much sums it up for the front end. And then I go to the middle of the tractor actually. I got to fix the variator. See that big bolt right there? I'll put an arrow right there. That's not supposed to be like that. Somebody cobbled that, knocked it out, and just threw a bolt through it. So that's all messed up. So that's what I got to fix there. That'll take a little time, but nothing serious. And then, yeah, blow it apart and paint it. Oh, the exhaust. I forgot about the exhaust. The exhaust's got to come through the hood. All right, for you. Like, subscribe. Took a shower. Look at my face, all smoke from tack welding. Not good, but it is what it is. All right, thank you. Thanks for watching.